Hello, my name is Dane Parcel, and this is my Module 1 submission for EDL 853 titled A Video Introduction. So a little bit about myself. I am a special education teacher from Liberal, Kansas. I am currently teaching special education at Sunflower Elementary, which is a K-5 building. I was previously a 6th grade classroom teacher at Sunflower Intermediate before receiving my master's degree through Emporia. I also am an adjunct instructor for Seward County Community College, and some of my hobbies include cooking, baking, Netflix watching, and the Kansas Jayhawks. So as I critique Sunflower Elementary on the content-based learning materials and strategies, we really do have a strong special education program at Sunflower. There are currently 4 teachers that service about 55 kids total. That's kind of at jeopardy, and that's why I put maybe 3, because we're struggling getting teachers to apply in Liberal. And so they may have to take one of us and put us back into a regular education classroom. That is not me, but unfortunately it may be one of the others. Our regular education classroom teachers do get a snapshot at the beginning of the year, as well as a snapshot after an IEP that will list accommodations and modifications and important information for them to know. Our teachers also support students with special needs through Kagan strategies, project-based learning, visuals such as word walls and graphic organizers. We also support students through our paraeducators. They come into the classroom or they provide services in the resource classroom, but they are there to support the students. And recently, Sunflower went through a redesign effort where we are kind of pushing our personalized learning time for students a little bit better, and we're looking at iStation to help us with that. Sunflower also has a student improvement team, which is MTSS. We have also just adopted a social emotional program, and we have related services that we share with the rest of the district, and sometimes we share with surrounding schools. Some weaknesses include that sometimes not all 4 of us are on the same page. We come from different backgrounds and different grade levels we teach, so that's been difficult at times. We have a limited parent involvement. I think some of it is just knowledge of special education as well as the language barrier, and then limited collaboration time, whether it be through teachers and special ed teachers or special ed teachers and special ed teachers. That's just very lacking. My own personal critique on content-based learning materials and strategies, I do provide services in an inclusion in a resource room setting. Inclusion times, I'm usually there during small group time when I can meet personalized needs. The whole class usually rotates through me or I call them back. That's where I can scaffold and differentiate where I need. In the resource room, I am providing students their needs through their IEP goals, and I do that through hands-on activities, foldables, interactive notebooks, progress monitoring. And one of the newer things to me is task boxes and implementing those for some of our students. Our paraeducators receive a handbook at the beginning of their tenure, and then we allow them to give input throughout the year because sometimes they know students a lot more than we do. Some struggles that I have still is just working and communicating with regular education teachers. Sometimes they forget about me, sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do, and so it's good to just always be have the open communication. Training new paraeducators. We have a pretty large staff, and so it always seems that we have a newcomer coming in, and it's difficult to get out of the flow of teaching to help that new paraeducator when I know it's necessary to happen. Parent communication, as I mentioned earlier, and then a personal struggle also for me is just nonverbal students and helping them meet the curriculum and still communicate. So my proposal is to add collaboration time in the morning before school starts. We do have a portion of our time in the schedule for that to happen, and I just need to be purposeful as to doing that. Pushing a rigorous education plan, meeting them at the personalized learning that we're going to get through iStation and our social emotional programs, and go from there. Provide paraeducational support through department meetings. Try to involve parents more through progress monitoring, and then I also want to help with my nonverbals by learning a little bit more about Boardmaker. So funding for those is very limited because the district has already bought Boardmaker in the social emotional program, and so I just need to implement it better. Thank you.